Hey, how's it going, everybody? Sarasota Tim coming to you from inside the Tundra, leaving the home base, heading over to the Del Rey house. Tomorrow, maybe even today, I need to get over to Planet Fitness, Tammy and I, and do a little workout. Get this car out of the way here. Go ahead. So I'm having to park out on the road. I was reading the comments there. A few of them. I know I put a few videos up this morning. I don't put out too many videos, do I? Anyways, read your comments. No. That white truck, that's the owner's. He's building a new gate, and he's got a lot of material on the back, and he moves it out to the front of my camper every day and backs it up. So he has all of his lumber and tools to work off the back of the tailgate. And then at night, because it's taken him a few days, he's not a spring chicken, he's in his 70s. He then backs it in to, that's actually his lane where the shop has that classic car, his 66 Ford Fairlane. But that truck is not left there. Even though that's his lane, that truck is parked on the other side of the house up there near the tiki hut. He just has it down there doing his business. So I park in front of the camper where the trailer hitch is, but that's where he's parking right now, backing in when he wakes up in the morning. He's putting it there so he can build that gate. I'm putting mine out on the street. So we're all jockeying around our vehicles right now. But when it's all said and done, when he gets the gate built, I'll be in front of my coach, backed in where the trailer hitch is, and the awning will be out, nothing in front of me, just his classic car in that shed. And then he will begin to build that tiny home they want to build out in the back along the water, so that he has some enjoyable years to, while he's able to do it right now. He's not getting any younger. They were going to build it last year. I showed you in a previous video, there's a pontoon boat that they just have the platform, just the floor. And they're going to build a tiny home on top of that. And that's where him and Jolene are going to live and have the ocean breeze and the water view and all of that for the remainder of the time of their lives. And they're very much into their property there. It's never ending. They're always tinkering. But Teddy is, he's always been known to begin multiple projects, and then he'll move from one to the other, and so then he has all these ones just sitting that don't get completed. But it's just his way of keeping busy and what he likes to do. And so we're going to focus him in on the gate right now, and then I want to focus him in on getting my 30 amp wire and electrical put there for the flagstaff, and then he can move on to building his tiny home, and I'll be glad to help them. Jolene, his girlfriend, joint property owner, is one of the most active women. She's my age. She might even be my senior 1 or 2 years. That woman can run circles around me. She can do anything. She gets up on the roof with one of them saw trim things and cuts palm fronds. She cooks, she cleans, she walks, she works out. She is incredible. Her physique, her mental faculties. She is an amazing person. And she keeps Teddy on his toes. So I'm heading over to the Del Rey house. Miss Tammy is over there now. I'm going to get my e-bike. Hofsco sent me a new battery because there was an issue with my e-bike, and it's been there for weeks, but we've been out of town. So I'm going to get it and hopefully ride it, weather permitting, a few miles to, that guy just waved at me. He's got a magnetic gray Toyota Tundra limited, just like this one. I gave him a wave. I do that to all the Tundras. He stuck his arm out. All right. I want to make sure I ride that bike quite a bit to see if it quits on me. There was something with the battery that, was fully charged, but it would lose its connectivity or something, and it was happening. And so, right away they sent me another battery. So I want to make sure that that is it and not the controller. There's like these little electronic controllers that go on the handlebars. Anyway, I just want to make sure it works because I don't want to be electric biking away like 5-6 miles from my house and then it quit and I got to push that baby back. If you ever pedaled an e-bike, even though there's pedals, it's there for to work with the motor, like pedal assist. That's what they're for. They're not for pedaling in a traditional sense of a bike. Try it sometime. Oh my gosh. You just soon get off and walk it and push it. So it's good to be back here in South Florida. Not really happy with the weather today and tomorrow. Through Thursday, we're expecting, I guess, a couple more days. A lot of inclement weather. And then, just can't wait to get this winter time. Fall, it won't be winter. It'll just be 70s, 80s, nice cool mornings. In the evening, we don't have to run the air. And, it's just going to be marvelous. I am so rooted and ready to stay planted right where I'm at until May or April or whatever it is when it starts getting really hot. And then I'm like a rocket. I am going to be out of there so fast with that Flagstaff, and I'm going to go out west. And there's going to be future videos if you hang with me. They're months away till the next season, but we got plenty of good entertainment coming for you until then here in South Florida, showing you all the things to go and do and why everybody in the world is moving here. And I'm going to be involved with it because let me just switch gears on you a little bit. Teddy, the property owner, he didn't get right on that gate this morning. So I went around back to the Tiki Hut and got with Miss Jolene, asking her, where should I put all this debris that I'm cutting down from behind the camper, so we can put it out on the road on Thursday when they pick up the debris. I didn't want to put it in the wrong place. I don't ever do anything without asking. And so she came around back and she was trying to explain to me that Teddy had lost a good friend that was, his age, a couple years older maybe, to cancer. And just like we talk about all the time, folks, Jolene and I was sitting there kind of telling her, which we say it all the time. You line up 10 people against the wall, and cancer, stroke, and heart attack are the two. Going to the doctor is the third leading cause of death in this country. Yeah. Misdiagnosis, wrong surgeries, wrong medications. Going to the doctor is extremely hazardous. But cancer and heart attack, heart disease. But look, you put 10 people against the wall, and Mr. Death comes along and he goes, you, not you, not you. Like 2 or 3 get skipped, and all the rest get hit with cancer, heart attack, or some other type of thing that takes you from this world way, way, way too soon. So if you're 50 years old or you're 60 years old right now, and you haven't died, if you haven't gotten cancer, you haven't had a stroke, you haven't got some other diabetes, any kind of a disease, a staph infection, anything that takes you down for the rest of your life, or takes you out of this world. You just think about that. You got 10 people. Make it 100 people. Look at all the ones that are marked. And when you don't get it, you say, can't imagine it. I didn't get it. I'm 50, I'm 65. I'm healthy. I don't have it. I hear about it. I hear about these people. I hear about people 30, 40 years old dying. I hear about it every day. But I don't think about it because it isn't me. But when it is you, and the doctor, when you go to the doctor, that third leading cause of death, and he tells you, you got it, and there's not much we can do, we can give you that stuff that makes you real sick, your hair fall out, and there's a slight chance. But once that stuff gets in you, man, that cancer, it's hard to beat it. And then you go, oh, boy, I sure wish I'd have built that tiny home. I sure wish I'd have went RVing. I sure wish I'd have spent a few of my dollars that I'm saving, or I wish I would have quit that job at 62 and started drawing my Social Security and started just playing golf, going and seeing my grandkids, sitting around working on my tan, going to the beach, taking walks, doing whatever the heck I want to do instead of what some pressing obligation, some commitment that you're doing for an employer, for somebody else, and you're not doing what you deserve to do. It's your life. It's your life. And you're not guaranteed, folks. You're not guaranteed tomorrow. Today could be the day that something happens, that you contract something. And then somebody gets a phone call like Teddy today telling him about the loss of a friend that he's known since he was 14 years old. Now, the man had a pretty good life. He was young 70s. And the average age it was 73, but I Googled it now. It says 78, I think, 74, 78. I plan on being pretty healthy and young at 70. I can't imagine being decrepit, but people get decrepit because they quit working out, they give up on life, they sit in a chair, they have bitterness, all these things that age you. They eat all this fattening stuff, sugar, which gives you diseases, and that's what kills you. And you're out of here in your 70s. Let's stick around till our 80s. Let's still go walking. Let's still go swimming in the ocean. Let's still have our faculties. Let's do all we can while we can. Let's see and smell the roses. Let's live. Because can you imagine if it happened to you today, you weren't feeling right, you went to the doctor and he said, you got it. And we can't do anything for you. We can try, but you can forget all your plans, all the stuff that you wanted to build, all the RVing you wanted to do, all the long distance trips. You could even forget about swinging a golf club. You're done. And what if it's one of those cases where it takes you 3 years or 5 years to get done? You don't go out in 6 months. You don't go out suddenly. You don't go out in your sleep. You go out over a long period of time. And then someone has to help you and take care of you. Look, I'm not trying to be scare tactic. I'm not trying to be a downer. I'm trying to make you wake up and realize, you think you got forever. You think because you're 50, you think because you're 62 and you can get your Social Security that you need to keep on trucking for another 5 years, man. That's going to make the difference in the finances. Yeah, you'll get a few more bucks. But what are you really losing in your mind and in your health and in your strength and in your life left, your contract? Even if you were perfectly healthy and didn't age one bit from 62 to 67, but you died at 70, and you could have been living from 62 free by drawing your Social Security, working a little bit to supplement it. Maybe you got some savings. Maybe you got that pension. Folks, I'm telling you right now, if there's anything you get from this video, I have never looked back when I got my Social Security at 62. And I never started living like I do now, because even though I had quite a bit of time off and I worked for myself for 33 years, and there's a lot of entrepreneurs out there watching me right now. You have your own business. You don't go 40 hours a week. You don't have somebody looking over your shoulder. You enjoy what you do and you're making good money. Okay. You do you, okay? But you other folks that are working for the man, making them rich, in that prison job, having to get up at 2 hours before you're supposed to start to get to the laundry, to get to the breakfast place, to make your breakfast, to stop and get gas, to drop those things off you got to do, and oh my gosh, can't imagine it. Quit and work less. Get a part-time job doing something different that you actually enjoy. So now let me surmise my video with this. I've been getting a couple of calls from the gig work that I was doing at Publix. The lady was asking me, are you still interested in doing, the samples at Publix? I enjoyed the heck out of that. It doesn't pay a lot of money, but it adds. Since we only got $50 more on our Social Security coming, and if you started drawing your Medicare at 65 and you lost close to $200 of your Social Security because of the Medicare Part B that they're going to take out of you, you need to get back out there for 20, 25 hours a week and supplement your Social Security and offset that, and also give yourself the raise that you so deserved that the government's not giving us, and pick up that extra couple of $1,000s a month, $1,500 a month on top of your $1,500, $2,000 a month Social Security, and have no debt. Have you a paid off car with the minimum insurance, eat right, buy food, make your food at home, get yourself an RV, do a roommate plan, sell that big house, get rid of all that lawn equipment, quit working out there in the yard, giving all that your time to that prison job. Get yourself a nice little condo where you're amongst other people your age, where it's quiet and secure. They take care of the lawn. I know it's not for everybody. To me, it sounds like a good idea. It's all part of the retirement. And get free, because you got this much left. That's all I got. It's going to be over before I know it. I don't want to blink. And there's so much more. My mind is like, man, I want to do something with that Flagstaff. I want to go see some more places. I want to see that Grand Canyon. I want to be I want to open that door of that RV, and I want to see trout, streams, lakes, the High Sierra Nevada mountains. I want to be in Yosemite. I want to be out there looking at the vast open land of New Mexico. All that beautiful area at, what's it called? The National Park, Yellowstone. Yeah, folks, let's do it. Let's get out there. Begin your journey now. Start saving. Start getting rid of debt. Pay down everything. Quit that prison job. Get your Social Security at 62 and start crushing it.